here's a question. In the midst of cancer, would you say God, in looking back, would you say you can see the ways God has been faithful to you?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. I mean, He's given me a good attitude, a great family, good business, and I've hopefully reached a lot of people as a result of this journey. And what's interesting, I was talking to my Bible study group a couple of weeks ago, is things that happened to me in the 70s are now manifesting themselves in my life today.
Wow.
I refer to it as significant emotional events. And in about 1975, we went broke in the home building business, lost everything we had. But that was a learning experience. That was one of the few failures, major failures in my life. But now we're profiting by that because we're able to accept things as they're presented to us.
Right.
So it's kind of neat when you look back over your life and say, hey, this that happened way back then is now manifesting itself today.
So it's kind of God doesn't waste any adversity if we allow Him to use it to our advantage.
So true.
You know, one of the things that, I don't know if I've said this to you or not, but as I've watched you and known you, and you're a well-connected guy.
Thank you.
You have an awful lot of friends. And, you know, I think the thing that I'd ask, I think a lot of people, when they tend to get hurt or sick, or most people tend to kind of turn inward. And yet you have a network of an awful lot of people. How important has it been through this stage of your life to have all these people that you've connected with and you've done business with, who are still here? When I comment on your blog, people, you know, are reading it and responding to you. I mean, what would you say about people who maybe are tempted to just kind of close in and hibernate?
Make sure I understand your question. If I were advising somebody,
yeah, I mean, you have all these people in your life. I mean, not everyone does, and I think oftentimes people tend to just kind of, you know, when they're sick, particularly, just kind of get off to themselves.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I mean, there's an awful lot of people who have expectations that you're going to be out there being Hal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And as how I would advise them, I guess the advice I would give to them is to be themselves. Once again, getting back to what we were talking about before, we're not guaranteed anything.
Right.
And as a result of that, go ahead and continue to enjoy life. And I don't care where you are. I mean, I enjoy myself at the infusion center. I go in every other week for an infusion in my arm, and I get mega hugs from all the infusion nurses and the lab ladies, and I've gotten thank you cards from it's made me feel really good, from the lab people who give me my scans because I was nice to them. And I asked one day, I says, is not everybody nice to you? And she says, good gracious, you wouldn't believe it, Mr. Wilson, the number of people that are rude to us.
Yeah.
And so I think just, as the old saying goes, it's nice to be important, but more important to be nice.
Right.